At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to talk about the Sovmiku CQ1 2K security camera. Yes, people, this thing has the ability to film in a 360. That means it can spin almost all the way around, and then it can articulate up and down. This thing has the ability to do two-way audio, not to mention the fact that it has two really bright LED lights in the front that are light up your whole backyard or your driveway and keep everything nice and safe. Also, it has a 2K sensor built in, hence the name 2K. This is actually what is recording this video right now. Yes, people, this is the 2K sensor being put to the test with the microphones that are built into it. Not to mention the fact it's a battery-powered device with an ability to connect to a solar panel that comes with it. Yes, so you never have to change the battery. You never have to recharge this thing again. Just plug it in and away you go. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said solar security camera. After that, I'm going to be putting this bad boy to the absolute test to figure out if it's something you should buy or maybe skip altogether. I'm here for you, so you don't have to waste your time buying or returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So this is the Outdoor Smart PTZ solar battery camera. That is what's up, people. 100% wireless smart AI event detection. This is, once again, smart AI. It has a Android and iOS app that you can download. Just scan that code right there. Really simple. There is an image of what's to come in the box. Take a look at the back over here. So this is a little bit more about what the AI is going to do. It's going to do person recognition. It's going to do pet recognition, vehicle recognition, and package. That is what's up, people. Very simple. You just install the camera, download the app, add the device, and away you go. Okay, so here's more about this camera. It's got full HD camera, human detection, AI, battery-powered solar, color night vision. Ooh, I'm excited about that. You got multi-share, you got two-way audio, and you got pan and tilt and rotate. That is awesome. 100% wire-free, yes. Those are my favorite nowadays. I do not like wires at all. All right, let's get inside this box, people. Okay, the first thing you see is the operation instructions right here. Definitely want to read through all that. Then you have your solar panel right here. Okay, then you have a bag full of all the accessories. And then down at the bottom, oh, this is much bigger than I would have thought. I don't know why I was expecting this thing to be a little bit smaller. Looks like they have a little bit of a protective covering right here. Oh yeah, that is very clean. Okay, so it says, please install upside down for outdoor use. Okay, very interesting. That's where you're gonna mount it on to the mount that comes with it, which is actually right here. So you put it straight on there like that. All right, let's go ahead and walk around this bad boy right quick. So there's the name of the company right there. This is where all the important stuff is. There's your camera sensor right there. You have some lights over here. There's the microphone port right there. You got an indicator light over there. At the bottom, you're gonna have all of your important stuff. So you got your SD card slot and you got your power. There's your speaker. That's where you're gonna do your two-way talking. Then over here you have your power port. Okay, so it's an old school micro USB. The cool thing is you may think, oh no, this doesn't have a pass-through for the cable, but the cable actually has the rubber on it itself. So they thought of everything. So when you plug this in, it's going to seal up real tight. Okay, so this is made out of really solid plastic. Here's the antennas. Let's see if they, okay, so they only go all the way up and then all the way back down. So they stop right there. Okay, so let's talk about build quality and fit and finish. So it's a little bit funky up here. You can kind of see where it's separating and I can actually get my nail in there. You can also see where the plastic connects right there. It's just a little bit on the lesser build quality, on the lesser visuals, but it's definitely a solid build. This is made like a tank. It's a little bit more industrial and a little bit less residential, but we won't know, of course, until we get this on the house. But yeah, first impressions, this thing seems really cool. I cannot wait to get it on the house and get a review in. Okay, let's go ahead and scan the QR code on the front. There we go. Open the link. All right, we already have this one enabled, or we already have this one. This is awesome. So it's gonna run off my Viso Home. That is awesome. This is actually a really good app. Okay, I actually really like this app a lot. So this is what it looks like when you first open it up. I already have one camera loaded up in here. Let's go ahead and load this one up though. So we're gonna hit the plus in the top right corner, add a new device. We need to turn on the power. Okay, we turned the power on. I heard a sound. Let's go ahead and search for it. I heard a beep for sure. We're gonna do wireless. All right, there we go. We got this thing set up. We're gonna call it At Home with Lucas Test. We're gonna say no thanks. We're gonna continue with free plan. Let's go ahead and take a look at this image quality. Okay, it's definitely upside down. That is hilarious. Okay, flip this right side up. Ooh, that is really responsive. Wow, that is 1-to-1, people. Holy moly. Wow, look at that image quality. That's only 1080p? Are you kidding me? Everything I'm seeing right now is looking really, really good. Wow. And I haven't even gone into the settings yet. Okay, let's jump into the settings real quick. Make sure we have it on the highest video setting quality. Okay, here we go. We're gonna switch it from, oh, it has 2K? What? That is bananas. I did not know it was 2K. Okay, 60 Hertz, that's good. We want auto night vision. Okay, very simple settings right there. Let's go back to the camera. Okay, I want to see how it pans. So here we go. We have it on live mode right now. Let's see how it pans. Here it is. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. That is awesome. Wow. Oh, it has a, if you hold it down, whoa, I like that. I'm holding it down and it's just panning. Let's go up. Oh, that's max up. We'll tilt it up and then we'll go down. Wow, that is awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2K image sensor right here. So this thing does a pretty good job of picking up really good clarity. It does a decent job of motion detecting. Sometimes it's a little bit off, but as you saw here, this guy walked into frame and he was immediately picked up by the detection and good to go, but it doesn't always work that way. And sometimes it has to do with lighting and sometimes it has to do with where the camera is angled. But as you can see there, it picked up the car just as it went out of frame. And then here's another one. He was halfway into the frame before it picked him up. Actually, more than halfway. He came from pretty far down. And then here you can see I'm driving into the driveway, so it missed me coming up the street a little bit and up the driveway. It got me halfway. And then once again, that biker was halfway into the camera frame before it picked it up, which wasn't bad, but still not as lightning fast as some of the other ones. This one, once again, he was halfway up the driveway and his car had already parked, plus my wife's car had already parked. So didn't pick that up, but you can see the clarity right here is really, really good. This camera really does have a true 2K sensor that is quite phenomenal. You can even see the clouds in the paint, but here's where it falls apart a little bit. Some cameras don't do this. You can see those bright lights, and that's basically because the sensor can't manage that amount of light. But that's just me being a little bit picky. Now we're gonna track this garbage truck over here. I'm gonna actually pan with it. This doesn't have auto panning. I wish it did, but it doesn't. And in a moment, we're going to zoom in to look at some of the text on the garbage truck. But here you go. You can see the 2K sensor is really picking up a lot of detail. And bear in mind, this all comes down to your Wi-Fi strength. So if your Wi-Fi is off a little bit and it's a little slow, then it's going to glitch more and more. If you have good Wi-Fi, strong signal, it's going to be crystal clear. But here we go. Let's start to zoom in a little bit so you can obviously read all the big text right now. You can see the details. As we get in, we're going to be looking at the .com down below, and you can still pretty much read what it says right there. The .com is pretty clear. All the letters I can make out still. So that's actually really good quality. And like I said, this if your Wi-Fi strength is a little bit low, or if a lot of people are using the Wi-Fi in the house, it may be not as crystal clear. So that's something that you have to take note of when you're dealing with security cameras. it all comes down to that one factor alone. Okay, now I'm just going to pan and zoom around so you can get a good understanding of how well this thing zooms and pans. And you can see it's a little bit choppy once it starts to move, and then once it gets stable again, it starts to get clearer and clearer. But this has a pretty good ability to pan and zoom. If you put it on the corner of your house, you're going to be able to get around the corner. But as you can see here, I can't get past my drain right there. So there's the drain. That's how far I can go, which is really good. It's got a decent amount of viewing ability. And of course, you can pan and look straight down, which is really awesome. I do wish this had auto panning where it would sense movement and then follow, auto tracking. That would be really cool, but nonetheless it doesn't. And here we go. This FedEx truck is driving way too fast. If you order anything from FedEx, it's probably going to come broken, so try to avoid FedEx in the future. They're a pretty terrible company. All right, so here's the panning, just holding it down. It's really butter smooth. I am very happy with the panning. Okay, let's jump into some night vision. So the night vision is really, really good. The colored night vision does its job. The bright LED lights really light up my entire driveway better than any camera I've ever owned. Truly 5 out of 5 stars. And you can see the details here. This is pretty dark, but once again, like I said, the sensor is not the best, and it's going to pick up a lot of vehicles moving halfway into the frame, which I wish it would pick up a little bit quicker. So that's my only gripe. Here we go. We're going to pan around. So once again, as you're panning, it gets choppy, and then you stop and it gets crystal clear once more. So that's something that they could work on. That could be my Wi-Fi being a little bit laggy right now, but I'm not sure. But here you go. You can see that at night, if you had an intruder or someone outside, you're going to be able to pan around and really pick them up very clearly. And then of course, talk through your speaker and let them know what your thoughts are. But yeah, this night vision is definitely 5 out of 5 stars for me, and the bright LED lights really kick butt. And then here we go. I'm walking out the front door. It's actually really, really dark outside. It looks so bright, but it's pretty dark in the morning. But there you go. You could see it picks you up really clearly. It's a little bit choppy on movement, but that is definitely really good. Okay, so this is what I've done. I've put 2 sighting clips on here. You can get these things on Amazon for really, really cheap. They're absolutely amazing. Because I'm going to be putting this on my sighting, I'm going to be using these clips and not actually screwing it into the house. And then I put just 1 sighting clip on here. It's a little bit harder to put sighting clips on these because you don't have 2 screws right next to each other. So you end up with either having to try to put that one and that one, which usually doesn't work. So 1 is good enough. Okay, so you can see it clips right in there on the siding, and that one clips right up there. It's really simple. You just have to find the little opening in the siding. So this one below it does not have an opening. You go up to the next one, you got an opening, just like that. The cable dangles down a little bit over here. I'm not super happy about that right now, but I may try to tuck it back up underneath there. Okay, so that is what it looks like. That doesn't look bad at all. That is really clean. I like how the solar panel, I was able to angle it so it's a rectangle instead of, or it's landscape instead of portrait. So that looks kind of cool. Yeah, that is not bad looking at all. It's gonna get some amazing sun. And then there's the cable right there, which I think I'm gonna try to tuck underneath there. I'm gonna give that a try. Okay, what I end up doing is using a zip tie and just tying it right there. I'm gonna snip that little bit off that's sticking out, but I think that's gonna make it way cleaner. Yeah, that looks so much cleaner. Yeah, you can't even really tell that the cable's super tucked in there. That's not bad. Okay, so you're probably wondering why I didn't put the solar panel up there right away, because I wanted to wear down the battery a little bit. So the battery is just around 80%. So we're gonna go from 80% hopefully to 100% in 1 day. So this is the morning right now, it's about 10 a.m. We'll check back in a little bit later and see where that percentage is with pretty much full sun with a little bit of clouds, but that's what we got. Okay, let's go ahead and check on the battery. There we go, it's at 80%. We'll see what it's like in a few hours. Okay, it's been just about 8 hours later and we're at 92%. So you could roughly gauge this around maybe 15% per day with full sun. So it's not the fastest charging solar panel in the world, but it's going to keep your battery from dying pretty much through in and throughout. The other one I used actually did a phenomenal job even in cloudy days. Okay, now let's go ahead and test out the two-way talking. So this is going to be the closest I can get to actual two-way talking without having a separate person. Okay, so someone has shown up at your house with a package to deliver it, and you could respond something like this.
Hey, cool. Go ahead and put the package on the front door and valet my car. Thank you so much.
And then maybe someone's running out to the store, but you forgot to tell them a crucial thing or two things that you actually need.
Hey, don't forget to get milk and eggs. Thank you.
And then, of course, you got your husband or your kids, and they're outside, and you want to tell them something important.
Hey, come on in. It's lunchtime.
Okay, so I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating for you guys. And let's just start off with the build quality. So this thing is built really, really solid. It's going to take the wind, the rain, the snow, the freezing, the hot. It's going to take all of that and keep on going. It's built really, really solid. The motor in it is super quiet, so you can barely hear when you're moving it around, which is really, really nice. That also helps for recording audio. So if you're recording audio and you're moving it around, it's not going to be like, so that's awesome. The image quality is definitely 2K, but like I said earlier, it's going to be 2K when it has optimal connectivity to your router or whatnot, so definitely take note of that. So the image quality is phenomenal. The ability to pick up motion is probably 4 out of 5. I'm not going to give it a solid 5 stars. The ability to connect to your router is really good. This thing is not too far from the router, but it is a little ways, and it connects just fine. The solar panel is really good. It seems to send as much power as it can to the camera, which is really awesome. So all in all, I'm going to give this thing a solid 4.5 star rating. I'm going to say that it's not going to be the best camera in the world, but the fact that you can just put this pretty much anywhere on your house, no matter where it is, whether you screw it in or clip it onto the vinyl siding, this thing is going to go on and it's going to function immediately. If you don't use the solar panel, it's still going to last you forever. Yes, the batteries in here are phenomenal. So highly recommended to everyone out there that wants the easiest put up and go camera on the market with a phenomenal app. The app is definitely 5 stars. So highly, highly, highly recommended to everyone out there. Buy it.
All right, there you go. That's the 2K security camera. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. If you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 7K. Yes, people, on my way to 8K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.